Aloha Eta, everybody. We're playing Kerbal Space Program 2, Kerpollo. We are at Ike, got a huge volcano over there, and we are checking out the sites here. We're figuring out where we're going to land. I believe we got a decent orbit. We're going to be seeing Duna rise in just a moment here as I close my door because my cat keeps opening it. There we go. Close it completely. Now nobody can get in and bother us, our precious, as we head around here. I'm not sure what's going on with the flashes in the background. I don't know what's up with that, but it's kind of crazy. But what we're going to do here is this is the lander, this whole thing, because we don't need this fuel anymore, so we might as well use it to land. This on Ike is the orbiter, so he's going to stay up in orbit. I believe our two Kerbals are separated. I can just turn those off, but I don't really want to. They are separated, so Obstead is going down to the surface, and Chadard is staying up here. This fuel line never got used, but we'll survive. We are going to undock these two ships, and we are BTG. Oh, that's funny. We undocked and the fuel line. Okay, get this out of my way. The fuel line is still connected. Not sure what to do about that. I can't tell. Is it still connected or is it just sliding away? No, it's sliding away. Okay, that's good. I thought it was still connected. Looks like we're not going to be seeing Duna. It looks like we're actually orbiting the other way, but, you know, what are you going to do? I really feel like... Is that the problem here? Is that why the atmosphere is weird? Because we should be seeing Duna, but we're not? I have no... Yeah, I feel like that's Duna for some reason. Okay, hey, it's not my problem. Okay, we're here in orbit, and we're going to be landing probably on the next orbit. And I think this volcano's a great idea. We've got plenty of fuel. Why not try to land right in the caldera here of this volcano? That requires us to create a maneuver plan here, go a bit south and a bit retrograde, a bit like that. We'll just get right over the top of this thing and hopefully be able to land inside it with no problem. Hate how it puts you inside the ship. The last thing I want to do here is do the gear check and have it fail. So I'm going to try it right now. Okay, great. It lets me do it. So I'm just going to leave them out as we go here. We should also aim this guy normal, so that his solar panel goes in the sun. Chadard, we'll see you later. Obstead is ready to head down. Aloha Ita. That was too much, but probably still okay. Nope, I wanna do radial out. I think I'm gonna aim a little north. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're going to be coming over, and then right about here, we're just going to come to a complete and utter stop. 460 of the 1,000 meters per second that we have, so we could even then coast down to the surface. Now, I call that a caldera. I don't actually know for a fact that it is a caldera, but it definitely looks like a volcano as opposed to a meteor impact. So that's what I'm calling it. I don't know. You have different opinion, by all means tell me. It looks like we're going over this one too. Maybe as we go down we'll get more of a view of it here. Let's actually coast slowly over this one. Yeah, it feels volcanic. Okay, let's get this done. According to map view, we're not going to crash into the side of this crater, but it definitely looks like we're going to be close. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to start this early. And when our orbit velocity gets down to about... Actually, I'm going to do it there so that we actually get over the wall, because I want to land somewhere in here. We should also not be in orbit anymore. We should be in surface. No, I have landed on Ike, but I've never landed inside one of these craters. Love the lines and stuff. It just looks so cool. I like to, when I'm coming down, I like to have the nav ball like this. So I inherently know which direction to turn when I want to turn something. Actually gonna aim sideways more. Totally kill my horizontal velocity. No, I'm going straight down. But I do have lights. And actually, you know what? Let's turn the lights on. I brought them for a reason. I'm going to turn them on even if I don't need them. We still got 653 meters per second left in the tank, so I think I'm going to use up a lot of this fuel here. It's just going to get wasted anyway. I'm on the horizon over there, on the ridge line. Probably just a rock, but I might go over and check it out. I'm going to cut the gas right here. It's not exactly as good as I was hoping it would be. I was hoping to get off the thing, but at least it's really flat. It's a really flat area here. Nice. Okay, computer off. We have some science to do, so let's get that out of the way. Obstead, hop on out. Jump down onto the surface here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen when I did the camera move, but that's the game decides how the camera is going to move. I don't really see anything particularly interesting except for over here, this ridge right here. So I'm going to do this after we get our experiment. I'm going to hit F5 because I've had issues going too far away from the ship. I landed on Minmus and I left the ship and I came back and it was gone. So I'm going to be aware of that. So let's get our RCS jets out. Jump in the air and let's head over this way here. I just want to check out this ridge line. I never hit F5, so let's do that now. It is his hair. He's not wearing a hat. He just has the most awesome hair in the universe. And a mole. He's got the oh, okay, you just don't bother showing me. He's got the Cindy Crawford mole on his face. The default name is on a crash course. Is that you? Are you default name 15? I don't know. Okay, we're almost here. I think we're going to plant the flag on top of this thing. Time to slow down. We are going 15 meters per second here. I've heard the ragdolling is better in the game now than it was before. I haven't really experienced it that much. Yeah, it looks like these are just rocks too. So here we are. Yep, there's nothing here but rocks. Okay, let's plant our flag up here and then get back to the ship. Whoa. Almost fell off the edge there. Okay, I think right here is perfect. Okay, Kerpollo, Obstead and his hairdo was here. You taking bets on whether or not the flag's wrong? And the flag's wrong, which shouldn't surprise anyone. Okay, let's see if we destroyed the ship. Looks like the ship is still here, at least in the at least a bit. Let's see. So I have it set as a target. There it is down there. Yeah, you demand. Okay, let's get back to that ship. Okay, things are looking pretty good here as we come down. Going 40 meters per second over the surface, but what are you going to do? One of these is the ship and one is the thing. Okay, we have the ship actually marked as our target. Frankly surprises me. I thought for sure we'd have that wrong. They were both marked as debris, so you never know. That's annoying. That's something I wish didn't happen. It goes based on the way the camera is angled. I want shift to be up, not vertical on the camera. Oh, the ship is bouncing around like a crazy person. What is up with that? Okay, grab and hop on in. And you now, I think the engine bells might be contacting the surface. I'm not sure. We are set to go. We're ready to head back into space. Let's go ahead and launch to the east. We're going to hit F5 like we always do. And here comes our ship. So east should be this way. And it is, actually, let's check out. This is our target. Its apoapsis is 25 and its periapsis is 16. So I'd like to get into, say, a 15-degree or 15-kilometer orbit, give or take. I have no idea where the ship is, so let's launch now. And yeah, computer, there we go. We want to get over the crater wall. And we want to then also have an orbit. We do have plenty of fuel, so I'm not too worried about that. Not too concerned that we're not going to have enough fuel to get back to the ship. But I'd like to preserve some of it. That's why we're coasting up over the crater wall. Then I'm going to hit the gas. This is how the manual told him to do it. Okay. Let's go over sea level here. The ship's right there, so we're doing pretty good as far as that's concerned. Just want our apoapsis at 15. Okay, there we go. We do a maneuver node here that just gets us into a 15 by 15 orbit. Not 15 by 50, 15 by 15. And then it looks like we're actually got a really close encounter right here. Distance from target. No, we do not. It's so far when it says it's so close, but we'll look at it in a second here. Fine. 14,499 is just fine. Okay, now. When we cross right here, we're going to be quite close to each other. Yeah, this one is far. This one is closer, so we want to do this one here. What I want to do, though, is about halfway there. Actually, what if we do this and make our twos match over here? Then we'll come together here. Except, are we crashing? We are not. So there you go. Okay, we'll do that. We'll set it up so that we have a nice encounter here after an orbit. 1 kilometer seems perfectly fine. Aloha eta. And I think I did too much, but let's check out our orbits here. Oh, we're 6,000 meters away from them. I think that's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and warp to here. I went to the tracking station and came back to get them better, and my orbit screwed up, as it usually does. So what are you going to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to burn towards my ship here, so that we're going towards it at least a little bit. And then we're going to pass it here. Luckily, we're not in any hurry whatsoever. Part of me wants to just aim at it. We have plenty of fuel. And right there. And then aim retrograde to the target, and when it's close, we will burn retrograde. Like we used to. Oh, right, let's aim target retrograde, shall we? Like, this is the way we used to do it back in the old days. Back when we didn't have useful tools like we don't have now. But no bigs. But we're here. So, what we need to do is you need to control from here. Set him as a target. And aim at your target. And turn your lights on. I mean, we brought the lights. We're using them. You're going to control from here. Set him as your target. And set him as your target. And then aim at your target. And then we're going to go forward just the slightest bit. Sorry about bumping the mic there. And then with RCS on, there we go. This should be fine. Oh, and we docked. Okay, let's turn the lights off. And as always happens, the game tells us that we failed. Now we also need to transfer fuel around. We don't need to do this, but I want to each time. In the resource manual, in the resource mode, this tank we're going to transfer into this tank. We're going to say out and start. Because this guy, as soon as he's empty, we're going to leave him behind. If that actually ever happens. We might be bringing this back to Kerbin. But now we're ready to eject to Duna. And we're going to do that by using now, this guy was the lander on Ike. He's now going to go to Duna. He's going to be the orbiter while this guy lands on Duna. So let's go ahead and Duna that. We'll do it on our next orbit here. I see no reason to do it any way other than this. Other than the fact that we might be able to just get away with it by doing it now, and then we don't have to worry about time warp. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to turn on the computer. We're going to aim prograde in our orbit. We're going to make sure we are aimed that way, yes, and then we're just going to do the burn. Wait. Let me make sure. Yeah, there's only one engine going, so. 96. Perfect. That's perfectly fine by me. I don't know what he said, but he seems really happy. So let's go ahead and get into a low Aduna orbit. Being at an angle like this doesn't bother me one bit. There we go. Oh, that was odd, but we'll take it. Very odd change of thing here. I'm also going to fuel crossfeeds on for both of these. So is he actually draining into him? I don't know. I guess we'll find out once we're done with this burn. Okay, I'm going up. Fuel tank here. We have a fuel tank here. Yeah, he has 2 fuel tanks and they're full, which is good. These 2 fuel tanks, though, we want this guy to empty into him. So let's go ahead and do out and out again. Okay, we've still got fuel in this 216, so we're not going to ditch it yet. But we are going to hit F5. And then we are going to undock here. And this is the first time this craft has been free. Everything looks fine. We definitely need our landing gear, which we don't have. So in the near future, we're going to fix that by F5 and F9. But I just want to be a little bit away from the main craft when we do that. We need to land somewhere, and honestly, I don't care where. So I think on our next orbit here, when we're in the darkness, we're going to burn retrograde to bring our periapsis down to, we'll say, 15 kilometers, give or take. And I have no reason to do that other than that's what I want to do. So we're going to do that. We're going to rotate ourselves around here. Make sure our solar panel's in the sun. See you later, oddball, or whatever your name is. Chedard is on the docket here. And you know what? I'm going to hit F5 and F9 because this could completely wonk our orbit out. So I would hate that to cause any issues after we've done our burn. Okay. We have no orbit lines. Well, that's convenient. Our periapsis is already at 15, though. Which, oh, no, that's our maneuver node, isn't it? Let's see. Well, let's assume everything's right. We are aiming at our maneuver node. We need a stage. That's a little bit of a problem because those things are here. So let's go ahead and activate manually. Yep. We'll just burn these guys until we're ready. We're looking at our periapsis here. We want it to be 15. That's more important than hitting the maneuver. So there we go. Okay. I don't like that we can't see our line, but it actually doesn't matter. So I think we're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants here. We're gonna keep it aimed retrograde. We have parachutes. Let's go ahead and hit them. There we go. And let's come on down. Landing gear works. Oh, we need to do our science. I actually forgot to get a science in low orbit, but we'll get that on the way back up. And we don't have a heat shield on this guy, and I'm hoping that's okay. We do have a nice blunt back end, though, so with any luck, that'll be fine. Music is very dramatic. We're getting heat, which is a little scary. Our docking port, which would ruin the mission. Running the engines to slow us down, which seems to have worked. Oh, we are tumbling. Okay, are we out? We're not out of electric charge. For some reason this just came up. Okay, our things, whatever you want to call them, our parachutes have launched, which is good. So yeah, I think we're good. We still want to aim retrograde, which is what we're doing now. Nothing has burned. Let's bring our landing gear out. Let's also slow down time. The drogue chute has kicked. Now, one thing about this is we have to land wherever we land. We don't really get to choose here. Okay, things are looking good. Things are looking good. And we've landed. And we want to be right side up. There we go. There we go. Okay, whether or not we can get back is in question, and these landing legs are a little worse for wear, which is also a thing. I can't click this to get my readings, which is annoying. So I might save and come back, but we'll see what happens here. Go ahead and take our science thing here. Now here we are. Did we not? Wait a minute. Open our cargo bay. Invalid research location. Oh, because we're landed. We have to take this flying, which I was sure we did. Let's see if we actually got the science. Oh, maybe that's why that science thing came out. Because we actually got the air science, whatever. Unit atmosphere highlands. Atmospheric data. We got it. So that's the important thing. And we're going to hop Cheddar out. Hope this doesn't destroy everything. Yeah, I dropped him because it seemed like the ship was going to fall over. This is a very boring flat plane, which is the perfect place to land. So let's go ahead and run over here a little bit. I keep calling him Cheddar. Okay, do your science. A little worried there that he wouldn't be able to get back in the craft, but seems fine. Seems fine. Okay, we want to aim ourselves east, which is this way. And I'll lean the craft over this way. And I still don't know how much... Oh, wait, we have 1750 in the tank, so that should be plenty to get into orbit of Duna. We're going to want to, though, follow a rough launch profile, and I don't actually know what that launch profile is, so I'm going to hit F5. And, yeah, we're just going to kind of do Kerbin only about half. Half of what Kerbin was. That's what I used to do in Kerbal Space Program 1, and it seemed to work okay. So we're going to launch. We're going to raise our gear. We're going to get ourselves going in the direction we want to go here. Which is basically that. Oh, here's where we do. Boom. And so at 10 kilometers, we want to be over... When our apoapsis is at 10 kilometers, we want to be about 45 degrees. Experiment in progress. I don't know if we're going to actually be in the atmosphere long enough for this experiment to take place. But we'll find out. Okay, I'm locking it to prograde. I'm keeping this at about 50 seconds by throttling down. Experiment is still in progress. I don't know if there's any way to find out what that is. Click something here and then find the science thing. Get rid of this. What's our time? Okay, we should probably speed up a little bit. Science. Little sniffer. Okay, it's got... Needs Midlands. So it still has to be in the Midlands. So with any luck, we'll get. We had like 20 seconds to go, and so we need Midlands for it to re-go. So either we're gonna get it or we won't. I'll just accept that. Okay, we better get it up to full speed here. Repack our chutes here. I don't know if that's gonna make anything better. I like that you can repack them in flight. Oh, the science experiment completed successfully. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now I don't have to worry about that. Now we just have to get this above 50. I was expecting us to be a little more aerodynamic than we are. I won't lie. We can bring the orbiter to the ship if the ship makes it into orbit. That's only if the ship makes it into orbit. I've got 17 meters per second left of fuel. So no, I think we're gonna have to redo this. Dang it. Okay, well, the good news is we've got our chutes repacked. Don't know how that happened. Yeah, I can actually slide this guy around on the surface. I'm just gonna get 90 to the correct place, the place I like it to be, so that we're starting off correct. Okay, and I think that's gonna be this way. Yeah. So we're ready to go. I'm just gonna click this science. And we're gonna accept whether or not we get it. Going to be a little more aggressive with my launch. Still going to throttle down so that we don't waste too much of it. Yay, we got our research, which is awesome. We also have a much better ascent profile now. Our apoapsis is above the clouds, and we are 33 kilometers above the ground. And we still have 700 meters per second in the tank. I think we're going to stop at 70 here, just to make sure we can make it into orbit. Like, I know that that's going to make it so we can get into orbit, but you know, I'm pretty sure. Let's do some. Oh, these are our low over Kerbin, or low over Duna things that we forgot to get before. Okay, so we have no maneuver node still. That's annoying. Let's hit F5 again. We're kind of committing to this. Yeah, I'm going to have to quit the game and start again, so I'll be right back. Okay, reloading the game works. Let's go ahead and see if we can, with 591 meters per second, get into orbit. And it looks like we will. Yeah, oh, easily. Easily, I say. As if there was ever any doubt. Let's just get this guy into a roughly circular orbit. 71 by 70. Perfect. Mark that. I'm going up. Quite literally. Now, let's set you as our target. Let's make a maneuver node over here. Because what I'd love is to meet you in the sun. We'll do this burn and then get ourselves matched up together. We go into target mode. We are going to go... Actually, let's aim at our target. Don't know where our direction vector is compared to our target, but apparently it's nowhere near it. There we go. We have 272 meters per second to play with, and we have really nothing to spend it on except for getting close. Let's go ahead and do this. Apparently he's tumbling for no good reason. And I think that we still have the docking port set as our thing, so that's amusing. Oh, look at the fuel line got reconnected. That's convenient. Okay, so we're going to control from here. We are going to find our... Oh, look at that. We're going to find you. We're going to set you as our target. That didn't set as you as the target. That's annoying. Okay. Now we're just going to... All you're going to do is aim at the target. And then you are going to turn your computer on. Roll from here. Set him as the target. Never do that. There we go. And then aim at that. And then you're going to do what you did last time, which is RCS on. I have no idea what's happening, but I think it's going to work. It worked. Are you going to show? Yeah, there we go. The mission is over. Good job, guys. And now it is time to leave this behind. So we're going to bring up our resource manager. And let's see, we've got this guy. He should be full at all times. So he's definitely in. And this guy should also be in. That means these guys are out, so we're going to start. Now he's out. And then now we can ditch the main ship, except for the fact that Chadard is still in it. So and then we go into Kerbal Manager. Chadard, get in there with Obstead. Undock. Make sure this guy truly has no fuel in him. He doesn't. Now this guy is ready to go home. I don't actually know where Kerbin should be to go home, so we're gonna do a burn here. We'll plan a burn and see what it looks like. Okay, Kerbin is nowhere near where we want it to be. But this takes 900. We have 931 meters per second. This takes 569. I might just leave here and then fix it in orbit. I might just. I'm calling it. We're going. Aloha Eta. Okay, we're out of fuel in the big tank, so as soon as we stop this burn, we're gonna toss it aside. Our maneuver node definitely crosses Kerbin's orbit, so I'm not gonna burn anymore. Okay. Now let's triple check this. This guy has no fuel. Undock. We don't want this anymore. We are heading home. No idea why we have no... There we go. I just had to set the target away from it and back at it, because that's what you do. Okay. Create a maneuver plan here. That's basically gonna do it. Right there. This 157 meter per second burn is going to get these two guys so close together that I'm shocked that we don't have an encounter. All right, with a little bit of normal and a little bit of prograde here, we've got a periapsis of 45 kilometers, which is probably about 10 kilometers more than I want it to be. But it's a 30 meter per second burn, and we have 900 meters per second on the tank. So I might actually burn it up to about 100 and then do a slowdown burn once we get here, because that'll make a nice sedate re-entry. So let's go ahead and aim at that and warp to it. And exact time doesn't matter as much as getting this thing exact. However, we're within a couple seconds, so hey, might as well wait. Let's go ahead and throttle this guy up and hit X. Okay, here's where... Our periapsis, 123. I'm going to give it a little tap. And it's 134, which is worse. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We can't plan a maneuver now. Let's go ahead and delete this. We cannot plan a maneuver now. So I'm going to hit F5 in case this doesn't work. And we are now going to warp to SOI change. Now we have to actually warp to the SOI change. And now we have 954 meters per second to play with. Let's create a maneuver plan to just do all of it. We have no fuel. Okay, if we do it there, our periapsis is 5,000, which is way too low. So we're going to do it a little bit later. And 47 is probably too high, so let's bring it down to 35. Which is right about there. So we're going to do this burn here, and then that'll bring us out of fuel, and then we'll just kick this thing away, and we'll be golden. And we're going to mark this by hitting F5, because I sounded so confident, didn't I, when I did that? This is a great way to get rid of your fuel and bring your periapsis down, or bring your orbital speed down as far as possible before you get there. So let's go ahead and slow down. Sorry, warp to it, whatever. Let's see Moon up there. Here comes Kerbin. Actually, we're not going up, we're going down. But I'm not going to complain too much. Periapsis is 21, which is a lot lower than I was expecting, but that's why we brought a heat shield along. I just hope it works. Let's go ahead and kick this away. And let's get down into the atmosphere. And aim retrograde. Actually, let's turn the computer off and let the ship aim itself retrograde. Chedard and Obstead seem pretty happy. Be coming home. Looks like they're going to be coming home in the desert. Time to see if the parachutes work. They do. And we're going a little faster than I would probably prefer, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, perfect. Active vessel is recoverable. We have a research opportunity here. We got something. The only other thing we have to do is go outside, so I don't know who should go outside. I'll just pick one of you at random. Obviously desert with the cactuses there, cacti. Oh, look at all those flags. So many flags, the screen needs to be done. I don't really care about them that much, but hey, we're gonna go here. Go to the Kerpollo Space Center. And let's see what we got in the realm of science. We got 3,092. That means we can clear this off, and then we can clear this off and unlock tier 3, which is awesome. We can't actually afford the first tier of tier 3, so we're not going to be getting heavy rocketry, and we're not going to be getting whatever the next science thing is. Radiation science is the next one, so we're not going to be getting that. But what are you going to do? What we're going to do is next time we are going to Elu, or probably Elu, and then after that we'll go to Moho, and then we'll go to either Eve or Jewel, and we'll see what happens there. I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I am Superfluous J, and I will, as always, talk at you later.